Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm gonna share with you guys how I made my lasagna. This will be my second time making lasagna the way I make it, and it'll be my first time making lasagna using the lasagna sheets that you don't have to cook beforehand. So I'm just sharing with you guys now what I have. I have the lasagna sheet. I do have some dried oregano in here. I have my Big Daddy chicken mince, tomato sauce, onion, garlic, bell pepper, and tomato. So let's get into today's video. Now you can use a skillet. I'm not using the entire, I think this is a 1 pound chicken mince. I'm using half of it. Just do conserve the other half for lasagna soup or maybe burgers, whatever it is. Oh, there's a baby inside. Look at that. A full-grown baby. Okay, we'll check that out later. Because we're using tomato sauce, we're not using a lot of this tomato. Okay, let's see the baby pepper. Let's try to dig it out. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my. That is so cool. So cool. Alright then. Once again, I almost get my finger burned. These cooked. I'm gonna add in my veggies first. I normally do add in carrots, so much not in there, but then I have another plan for the carrots today. Then I'm gonna add in my seasoning. salt, chicken seasoning, oregano, bay leaf. Don't forget to take it out after. And one of my favorite spices, cayenne pepper. A little bit goes a long way, and it gives it some color as well. I'm only going to add about a quarter of this can of tomato sauce. I don't want it too tomato. Some water. That should be it. And I'm going to put in a little bit of sugar just to cut down on the tanginess of the tomato sauce. Just a little bit. Mix it all up and let it cook. In the meantime, I'm going to make the white sauce, the creamy white sauce, which is basically Alfredo sauce in my opinion. Instead of using risotto, I'm using that sauce instead because okay, so the minced chicken is over there bubbling and cooking, doing its thing. In this pot I have 2 teaspoons of oil. You can use butter, ghee, whatever you feel comfortable using. I'm gonna add in 2 teaspoons of flour, I've been given a tip that because the lasagna sheets I'm using, you just put them in the dish like that, you don't cook them. I was given a tip to make the sauce a bit looser than I normally would, so I'm not going to add any more flour to this. I just want the looser sauce for this. I'm going to add in a cup of milk. And we're just going to let that thicken up. When it's thickened up, I'll be back. So the roux has finally thickened. I'm just going to add some seasoning to it. A little bit of chicken seasoning and a little bit of salt. I don't want to season it too much because the minced chicken is also seasoned. Now what I like to do, because I find my cheese melts better this way, is to turn the stove off completely and then I'm gonna go ahead and add in the cheese. I'm just using mild cheddar cheese, but mozzarella cheese would work good with this as well. Mix it in. Of course, taste tests. Look at that. Mhm. 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 Not too salty. Perfect. Perfect. That's that. Once the mince meat is finished, we're gonna go ahead and assemble everything together. But until then, we'll be right back. Time to assemble the lasagna. I already preheated the oven at 375. This is how it is looking. I'm gonna add some meat sauce before I add the lasagna. And I was told to add the mixed sauce to make it a bit runny so that it can cook the lasagna. So just gonna add a thin layer of meat sauce. Just a tip I was given. I don't think we need more than that. Then the lasagna, I think I'll put one like this and one like, or should I turn it the other way? One like this and then one like this, but I need to crack it. Okay. Right. All right. Cheese sauce on top.
What's the word?
Six million ways to die. Choose one. 6 million ways to die. Choose one.
I have to say definitely the last one I did was it was a lot better than this, so hopefully it turned out as good. So in the oven for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to let it brown on top for about another 10 minutes. The lasagna is finished. I'm gonna cut a slice to show you guys how it's looking. Alright, that is so hot.